A good chunk of our chronic health issues we're experiencing in our society can be connected to what's called sympathetic nervous system dominance, or in simple terms, your fight or flight switch is stuck on the on position. So let me explain to you what happens when you shift from what's called parasympathetic nervous system function, which is like your rest, your healing, and your repair, into fight or flight. First thing that shifts is your brain. Blood actually shunts away from your frontal lobe. Also, electrical current concentrates too. So blood and electricity concentrate in your midbrain, your limbic system, which is your reactive emotional centers. And we've just downregulated the part of the brain that allows you to check your emotions and dampen them if you need to. So that's when people can get stuck in emotional states, anxiety, depression, anger, things like that. What else changes? Well, your digestion changes. Blood shunts away from your viscera to go to bigger muscles for running or fighting. And now your digestion shut down. Not only is the gut motility that moves food through your body shut down, but also because there's no blood flow, you're not going to create gastric secretions that help you break down your food in the first place. So you can have the world's healthiest meal, but if you're in fight or flight, you're not going to break it down and you're not going to get those nutrients. Food can get stuck there. Now we're seeing constipation, we're seeing irritable bowel syndrome or disease. Over time, that can look like Crohn's, diverticulitis. It can get much worse. Heart changes too. In fight or flight, your heart rate goes up naturally. You're trying to move blood faster through your body for running or fighting. So you're gonna have elevated heart rate. You're gonna have elevated blood pressure. Healing and repair changes too. So one of your primary stress hormones, cortisol, which is primary stress hormone with adrenaline, its job is, well, primarily to release sugar back into your bloodstream. One of the effects of high amounts of cortisol is it depresses your immune system. And now your immune system shut down. In fact, when they do like organ transplants for people, they load them up with lots of cortisol to keep the immune system from attacking the donated tissue. That's immune system. Problem with the immune system, if you suppress it long over time, it seems to like overcorrect on the other side. And you can see things like autoimmune illnesses developing. All right, cortisol also will affect reproductive hormones, which are also your healing and repair hormones. So testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, all signal healing and repair. Your body's gonna be making cortisol in lieu of those hormones often. So now you'll have hormonal dysregulation there as well. So that just gives you a window into, if you're in fight or flight all the time, you will see chronic health issues develop, because in fight or flight, your body's only concerned with surviving the present moment, whatever perceived threat there is. In parasympathetic function, that's your regulatory function. That's thinking about surviving over time, which is what you would call health, whereas surviving this moment is what you might call stress. Anyway, that's what happens. I think it's important to know. And if you have some of these symptoms, start looking into this. There's a lot you can do to start balancing your nervous system on your own. In fact, we have a lot of videos on it.